Alright, hello and good morning, everybody. It is I, your lovable Samius, this morning. And we're going to pick up right where we left off. What is this? Mega Mods part, like, I don't know, 23, 24, something in that ballpark. We had just got copper running over here with the new train network thing, and let's take a look at this bad boy real quick. Oh, we're missing all sorts of stuff. So it starts over here with the Crotinium, right? These guys are processing non-stop, basically. This guy can't unload quick enough. Hey, morning, Connor. And basically they're filling things up. We're taking crushed stone up and around, taking Crotinium into here. We're taking some out, some crushed out. We're making floaters. We're taking some floaters out. We're sending the rest this way for processing. Those floaters are getting turned into crystals. We're taking some crystals out. The rest of them are getting sent along for conversion. Damn you, Nosopus. Alright. We're taking the new Crotinium crystals, and some of them are getting sent out for processing, but the rest of them get excuse me, jeez. The rest of them get sorted, and then we put it all into one big warehouse here, and then what happens is they get filtered down into the individual little tiny warehouses. Just to kind of give us a little extra bufferage, and then those come up and into here. So the reason why we're doing that is because copper right now, we have a ton of it, right? Because that's the main product from the Crotinium. I thought it was, here we go. The main product from the Crotinium processing is copper. So we're getting 3 times as much copper as almost anything else, right? So that means we had to start dealing with that. And what we ended up doing was we built this guy. So we're taking essentially the exact same up here, the exact same layout that we had going up here. We've increased it to the slightly larger doodads. That's the technical term, yes, doodads. And what we're going to do is hopefully eventually move this processing out of here. Is the goal, is to no longer have this here. So right now this is Sterlite. So what we're hoping is at some point to move Sterlite to one of these little processing areas over here, and then be able to put all the copper needs from this. And if we need to, we can double this up or triple it up or whatever we need to do. Like, there's lots of room for bits and pieces of it floating around. So like if I clear this, if for example right now, if I look at it, where's the actual holdup right now? So right now, this is the holdup. These are so this one machine is trying to fill these 2. Is what it kind of looks like. And maybe instead of this filling directly in, they should just have a subsection like this does, where they run into this little mini area and then over. And then it'd be a lot easier. It wouldn't be a choke point. We'd be able to expand it for days. But anyway, we could, maybe, no, we have plenty of oxygen. Plenty of oxygen. We have plenty of sulfuric acid ready to go. And these guys are already non-stop. It's definitely here. This is definitely our choke point. Although these are also kind of choking because we, as you can see, we're building. If it's growing, we know that there's a problem. So, and these are keeping up full gas. So, yeah, we may need to. Like, these are probably almost right on the money. We might need another one of these. But no, it looks like we need more of these for sure. These chemical furnaces. Oh, that's a difference. Because these are 3s and these are 4s. So these machines are just making way more probably than this. Crafting speed. Crafting speed is a whole one different. Yeah, that's what's going on. Anyway, 1 second. Alright, so what were these called? Chemical furnaces 3. So let's, while we're sitting here talking, blast furnace 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that running there. We'll just upgrade these when we get over there. Okay, so anyway, it's we have lots of room here if we decide we need to like double this up or whatever. And of course we can mine this patch out very, very quickly, and we probably will. So the thing that we actually need to do next, i.e. right now, is actually create this. We don't want any of that. We don't want any of these. Alright, is that the bare minimum to make this train station work? I think so. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to figure out where exactly we want to set up this train stop to feed the output, basically. I'm kind of leaning towards like here. What are we missing? We're missing all sorts of things. Missing one of these, I think. Missing a light. We're missing, I guess, a pole? Oh no. Oh, that must be from over there. Let's go ahead and clear a little bit of these trees out so we can see what's going on just a little bit easier. Alright. And we'll go ahead and make this constant combinator. Oh no, I don't want those guys to come take that stuff from me. But I do want these robots. Alright, good. Yeah, I don't want to put wood in that. Storage chest if I can help it. At least not yet. Maybe later I'll have a catch-all for all the wood, but for right now I do not. What are you doing? Pretty full still. Yeah, I could actually probably set up a desire for the wood, but we'll just run over here and have it get rid of it. Like 10 million robots. No one's coming to take my wood. They bring me all sorts of goodies though. So I'll let them. Alright, we're missing accumulators still. And then probably all of these accumulators as well. But this is now realizing that we're in a robo network. Alright, let's grab some accumulators over here. And we will continue kind of like looking at things and figure out what we want to do next. You guys. Seriously, why is this not... There we go. Alright, we'll take that much over. I'm honestly not even sure that we need these accumulators. But if we're making power, I want to store whatever we can get away with. Because when the old nuke juice runs out, and it will, I want to make sure we're good. Speaking of nuke juice, sure we're not running on the railroad tracks. It takes cryotonium crystals, bombonium crystals, and sapphirite crystals to process directly into uranium ore. I'm curious if I want to actually do that. Here, now we'll just stop complaining. I know we have plenty of powers like saved up or whatever, but still, the nuclear power's got plenty to worry about. So, need to actually do some research on ways to turn the nuclear power back off. Whether that means it runs or have massive steam tanks or something else. Alright, so this is saying we're still missing a whole bunch of accumulators. But if I get out of here and that message goes away, then I'm totally fine with it. So that should not be in the RoboPort network. Yeah, now we're down to... Yeah, good. Excellent. Alright. So the first question is, how much copper do we want to put in here? Oh, actually, we do need the barrel thing, right? Oh no, it's putting the barrels over here. Oh, I don't like that. Because this is so short, it doesn't have room for another train. But I clearly could have put it further over here. Alright, that's a lesson. That's a lesson. Which makes me want to put this further this direction. But this has got room for a holding right here. No problem. So we want to be as close to the west, as far west as we can in these. Because if they go around the top, we want to make sure they can stack up. And the same thing if they go around this way, we want to make sure they can stack up. So with that in mind, do we want to move it? I like the idea of having one also ready to go out. So I'm going to leave it. Is this supposed to be here? I don't think so, right? Alright. LTN. M. Copper products. Right? Because that's what this is going to be, copper products. So it's not just going to be copper plates. We are also going to do copper ingots. So we need to get a small amount of this. Boop. And we're going to make sure that there is you know what? I'm not worried about it. Thank you. So I was worried that I didn't want this stealing from here, but I think with this it'll probably start. We'll probably start catching up, and we're actually going to find that this is not going to keep up. But we'll just have to see. I said I haven't done anything with these machines before, especially not to this degree. I mean, we launched. This is the first time using this series of mods. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Let's just skip it. Can we get all the way over? We can. Yeah. Alright, same thing with you, except this is actually going to be fast as balls. Alright, so let's figure out where we want this to go in. Now these, on the other hand, I do need to make sure are restricted. So here, copper plate, we want to make sure there's like less than probably 20,000 copper plate. And then we want to make sure copper ingots is probably going to be more like 5,000. But that could easily change. That could easily become double that. It really comes down to what we end up doing. So the reason we're exporting the copper ingots as well as the copper plates is pretty simple. Some of these recipes for like molten aluminum, for example, takes copper ingot. So right now our aluminum processing is just aluminum processing, right? If we jump over here and we take a look at this monstrosity, as we make our aluminum, we are making whatever this is called. And we're taking those and we're making this to go into this guy, and then this guy is actually outputting the full thing. So if we want to make aluminum, which I don't think we actually are anywhere making aluminum right now, are we? No. So when the time comes, what we're going to end up doing is melting these aluminum ingots on the, actually, how is our aluminum doing? 86,000. So we have plenty still. So we'd have right now we have to just melt this, but pretty soon we'll be able to take and put this one together with the copper, the silicone, and the aluminum, right? So right now we do have silicone processing, but you'll notice it's very little, so we should probably actually worry about silicone next. 100% of our silicone right now comes from this bobmonium sorting that's going on over here, which is running a bunch of Mark III equipment and is all yellow belt, which is probably why this thing's not running super fast. This whole bottom row is off. These are just tier 1 chemical plants. Yeah, we're going to have to step up the bobmonium processing pretty hardcore here very soon. The nice thing is that the bobmonium is not really any difference between bobmonium and gertunium, except for the acid that it uses. Otherwise, basically the same. Same thing. So if we wanted to, we could probably start setting up a bobmonium down here. But I kind of want to just look at the various processing that we already have in place, right? Because we have a rubitite that's working, we have a cruthenium that's working, we have a sterlite, even though we don't love it, but it's working. We have a bobmonium that's working. So the ones that we currently don't have working are jovolite and a sapphirite. Now, those both do get called up here and get turned into iron. Because obviously iron's the key to Factorio. So, do we want to take the time to set up that sorting? Probably. Although it looks like I would not be opposed to a bigger sterlite processing. Because those are the two where the uranium's coming from, and I'm curious how we're doing on uranium actually. We do have. We're good. We're good. We have plenty. I'm not worried about this part of the nuclear power. I am a little worried about the other part of the nuclear power. I'm also a little worried about these empty containers. I don't think we have. Do we have that researched? Maybe we don't. Let's research that. Alright, so what do we want to work on next? That's the question. My checklist over here is actually better bots and gems. I don't necessarily want to work on either of those right now. Quick funny story, funny haha. The reason we did, we're gonna have to go work on gems. The reason we spent all that time working on this is because this system, which I thought was so clever at the time, is not going to get the job done. So let's go ahead and run back over there. Oh wait. Also while we're over there, we need to request like 10,000 copper plates. It wouldn't hurt to upgrade this. This is our lead, right? Lead. We actually have a ton of lead over here. Just waiting to get taken out. This isn't processing because we're out of copper. See? See? We got it done basically right on time. This whole line is unnecessary. We just picked up some logistics robots. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is we'll add copper here. And then probably adjust you to be quicker. Alright, so that'll be our copper, which means we're going to need a copper request. Minus, to remember that we're requesting it, 20,000 copper, please. Yoink. And this aluminum right here is 100,000 restriction. Okay. And not that anything else should be in here, but just in case. Let's go ahead and go one more. These are output lines. Yeah. Okay. So do we see, and we should, the copper... We should have an output train. Do we have trains? Oh, we have 0 trains in storage, which is awesome. That means the trains are all busy somewhere. This one's in storage. Iron plates. Crotonium. What's going on? Why do we not... There it is. There's our copper plates. Boop, boop. There he goes. Choo choo. I really do love this part. Just watch this, just for the sheer enjoyment of watching. Look how quack. Look how fast that goes. Whew. I'm curious. We do have better trains now. Right? We have Bob's trains. We have Art cargo wagons Mark III. Guess they get a grid. Now we can make locomotives Mark III as well. So maybe we should start slowly upgrading our logistics train network. Currently we can store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is not, so we have room for one more logistics train. Because this guy is just oil. He's old school oil. He just sits here and tries to empty into this. When he can, he'll run back over to the other place. So yeah, I'm a little curious. Oh wait, we should see this nice long influx of copper. There it goes. Woo! I really do love it. Now look at it. Now it's like roar. And this thing is just gonna be crazy. So if I really, if I wanted to, or if I had thought about it a little harder, we would hook up the logistics network to our bus chests instead of having these storage areas over here. I like this and the idea that there's some storage nearby, and then having a line for it to there. It just increases more of the buffering. But there really is no need for that. I could hook them up straight to the warehouses on the bus for amounts. What do you light on? So I think what we're actually going to do... Is lead really an issue? Oh, excellent. This lead is finished processing. Give me 100, or let me have 100 of those. One stack worth is fine. Alright. So we probably do need to figure out how we want to take that out. So this is the problem with this design right now, is that I don't have a convenient way to get this stuff out. Like, yeah, I can bus it over. Which is what we're kind of doing, and we're busing stuff in, which again we can do, but it does make it a bit of a pain. And I don't want to tie the robots up. We have plenty of robots though. Maybe we could let the robots take this out from here to there. But what I kind of want to do, make a little branch off right here for this guy to feed to and this guy to feed to if they want. This all feels very like temporary to me. Robot power, do you think so? So to do this, to make the robots come take this out easily, what we would end up doing is I'd go out and in. No, I need one more space. Out and in. And I would put in a... Like, yeah, we could request it, but I don't think that's going to get the job done the way I want. I don't know how I would do that actually. So, I think we need to ramp up the silicone production too. Because this is also a provider, I don't know if it has to be anymore. So let's just turn this into a requester for now and see what happens. So probably have to go back. I don't think we're requesting lead anywhere though, so if I just put a requester chest in here though, it would come from the closest place. Alright, so let's request how much lead's actually in here? 3.8. So let's ramp this up to say 5,000. Alright, so let's just look and see where else things might be. Like this will get caught back up again any second. We were checking to see what you were. Batteries and plastic, which neither of those actually come out of this area of the bus. Let's just get rid of these. What was the order? Alright. So your batteries. Do I have a battery? I don't have batteries on auto trash, do I? No. So did I not? Oh, I guess I didn't pick up a battery. I have plastic bar though, right? Yeah, I got plastic bar. So that'll let me know that those lines are. This line, yeah, we're probably not ever going to store those in there either. So what's going on? Why are our batteries so screwy? It says we're actually low on lead. Is that true? Is that, no, it's not lead. Sulfuric acid. Because we're barreling so much stuff, I bet it's having a fit, right? Yep, that's what's going on. Oh. Let's see, who's using, this guy is now using sulfuric barrels. So, and we have none left here, none left here. So yeah, we're actually having a sulfuric acid problem. So that might be our next concern. And I believe we can make it if we ramp up coal production. If we ramp up coal production like crazy, we can make sulfuric wastewater. I mean, we have almost 2 million here, or sorry, 2,000 barrels here plus whatever's on this line. Alright, so let's take a look at sulfuric acid. Like I said, I believe sulfuric acid is sulfuric wastewater condensed. There's lots of ways to get there. Sulfur dioxide gas and purified water, and then we can make that. Well, we can make the. If we clean the coal, we can get the wastewater, and we can turn the wastewater into sulfur, and the sulfur into this other stuff. Is there a better way? Something in the algae manufacturing, maybe. Mineralized water and carbon dioxide makes green algae. Green algae does some things. We can burn it into carbon dioxide. We can turn wood into cellulose. That's part of what this bioprocessing does. So we can also turn wood into plastic by taking the raw wood, going into there. So maybe we should also, let's augment our list. Let's grab it. Now the disadvantage of this boogie board, I talked about it last time, how much I like it, is that you can't erase just part of it, right? You have to erase the whole thing. So, better bots and gems are on our list. So, better bots, gems, train, plastic, S acid. Alright, so we have 4 things now to kind of think about. And of course we can make the cellulose from carbon dioxide and mineralized water. Which, mineralized water is a bear, so we're not going to worry about that. Alright, oh, sweet, you can make, from brown algae, which is just saline water, you can make this lithium chloride with, brown algae. So that's nice. This is a real problem, this lithium chloride sometimes. It's amazing this kind of stuff you can do with this. Alien spores. We need the alien spores actually running pretty soon if we want to make better legs. And we should consider looking at that. So for quick side note, like if we want to do Mark II, we have to have, it looks like this one, and this is the only place we can get it, is through this. Which means we have to get an alien pre-artifact and iron paste. So we have to make some of these. We have to make alien bacteria, which is this guy. Which means we got to make some of that. See, it spirals really quickly. We haven't done that because I would like to have better legs, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. So which of these things did I decide as a priority? Let's fix the gyms. So I think that'll be an easy fix. We're going to use the bots to fix it. We're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to change this whole thing. God, I'm not sure how to do this now, actually. Alright, so this mud processing, does it have to go there? It does not, but we just glued it in there because of this, right? Yeah, basically. So this is not going to be there anymore. That helps. You got power, right? Okay, good. So what I'm thinking about doing is, instead of using a belt to ferry all this up here, is just putting everything into an active provider chest, but doing the same thing. The problem with that is that it will get stored in the storage area and not right here. Because, like, for example, part of what's going on is that we currently cannot make, because the sapphirite's so full. And the sapphirite is full because it wants 100,000 in here. Why is this not? Something is wrong. Raw sapphire. Are you processing your shit at all? Alright, let's increase this raw stuff here. See if we can't get a little extra demand out of that machine, or these machines. Because this guy should stop again. And then we're actually going to just really fill this up. The other thing is I don't necessarily want to put finished gems in there anymore. I think we'll make another warehouse for finished gems. Yeah, that's part of the issue is we put everything into one. How did... Isn't that you? We also broke the sapphire. We didn't have that one set up correctly at all. Alright, so you don't need any of these then. You just need that. Put all those gems back in there. We were so clever. So rubies are stopped. Sapphirite's running again. That's running again. That's okay. Perfect. Remove all these cut stuff up here. Any other cut stuff? Here's some cut stuff. Cut stuff. They're cut and polished, I mean. Alright, the factory turns back on. Huzzah! Alright, this guy needs to be a priority. Alright, so the other thing I think we need to do we definitely have to speed this up. I need, like I said, I need this one to work. I have to get this ruby ore out. Now we went through all this just to get these light geodes. These cyan or light green or whatever color. Because we needed, we need this. We need the emeralds. We need the process emeralds to make whatever boards we're making. Don't like how this one and this one are both like on the same side. They're the ones that are actively working. What's your trigger? Topaz ore. I got a bunch of cut topaz. You're right, I don't see any topaz ore. Also, we have a lot of crushed stone in here. I thought we had crushed stone. Being pulled out and put into this. I don't see it. So let's do that now. Crushed stone. We could probably steal one of these lines, but I don't want to. Almost out. Okay. Alright, we did it. We made it out. I've gotten a little ridiculous almost. Oh good, the robots already come and took them out. A little ridiculous on my, like if I use an underground belt, I want to use as much of it as I can. Or at least as much of it that makes sense. This guy should eat all that for sure. If anything, this can't keep up. Let's... This guy, I think, will end up... going through all that super fast. How much more crushed stone is even in here? There's a little bit. Is that the fastest liquefier we have? I never know where these liquefiers are. Thought they were in here. Yeah, they are. Not even close. Let's make a Mark 4 liquefier for this one. These guys are more than keeping up over here. Like, these machines are probably completely unnecessary. I don't think this matters. I think that yellow here was fine. Not like this is any more full or compressed than it was before. Alright, this guy on the other hand. Do we have that Mark IV made now? We should do. Boop. Yeah, look at it. It's just... Oh, it can't even get out of there in time. Go yellow again. Go yellow again. Show me why you went yellow. This says it takes 1 second. It has a crafting speed of 3.75. So what's 3.75% of 1? So this thing takes like, okay, we can't even keep up is what's going on. Even this is not fast enough. Well, I'm not converting it to a blue belt to try to keep up. So that's a good problem to have. Yeah, look at that. It's fallen. Perfect. I'll take that. Real quick, while I'm here looking at stuff, the mud. Right? Can we do anything else with this mud yet? To make landfill with it? And like make different levels of mud water? Doesn't look like it. Oh, this is how you make manganese. I don't want to go through that. Right now, at least. Okay. So this has got our gyms all working again. Gyms currently are flying over. I do want to move gyms to all gyms down here to come in from this on this train to down here. So let's figure out how we can connect that when the time comes. Should be pretty easy. We'll set this currently for actually, you know what, we're not, there's 6 and there's 5, so we're actually going to need 2, and this is the one we actually do have coming in on the train network. There's our join point right here. We shift U down. Instead of putting the gap on this side, we put the gap on this side. As we put the gap on both sides. Just a little one. Okay. So instead of wherever requesting the light geodes, let's start requesting them over here. fact, let's request all of the geodes to here. Minus 10,000. Minus 10,000. We'll just go down the list. In fact, to make life a little easier, we'll just copy that. Alright, perfect. And then we'll just go disconnect that one up there. And then that should, like, all 100% of our geo processing is up there. So there's literally no reason for it to come in over here and have the robots move it. That was a holdover from an old model of thinking that we can now do away with. There we go. So now those should no longer worry about that, which means they'll fly away. Which is good because we'll still have these being made here, whatever color this is. These yellows will still get processed here. So we'll be good. 3 and 3 each. What did I miss? Oh. No, I don't know what. What did I miss? What question did I ask? Actually, also before we run too far away, make sure this says. Alright, we're still showing 11K of the green. And that's just because you already have a backlog. Okay. I currently do not need those things. Like, damn it, that's the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I want to just run over and watch and make sure that flow is working correctly. This lead is continuing to work. Here very soon we're going to move the bobmonium out of there altogether. Look at that, isn't that nice? It'd be even better if... Oh, what is it? Oh, this needs a limit, doesn't it? Yeah, otherwise this is just going to fill up. If I move this down 1... Are you going to throw a conniption fit on me? Like that. That's not going to work. Like right now it would because it's no big deal, but... Okay. I need to do something else. Yeah, this isn't going to get the job done. Also, this is not a good spot anymore. And no longer necessary. Excellent. Alright, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to set up a gem sorting facility. And that will have to hook up to this. Now we could still have the robots just moving from here to there, right? The robots pull them out to there. That's not the end of the world, is it? what if we do... We'll copy this design. One, two, three, four. But instead of these, we do these. None of these need to be that fast. And then we'll put our multiple colored doodads in here. There. And now that can store that all day. We could also that's fine. And then instead of having this all belt over, which we could, instead we'll just let the robots continue to move it. Robots moving it from there to there, though, is a hell of a lot different than them flying it from the other place over. Right? Yeah. There to there is a lot less. Speaking of a lot less, let's slap down another RoboPort. Just for charging purposes. Like, they should be able to go from there to there, but it's always nice to just be on the safe side. I still don't like how this has got a weird name. This train stop. But what do you do, right? Is that literally not going to fit? They're running out of power. They're fine. Okay. Look at us. We got a little bit more of the uranium stuff sorting in there. Alright, I'm going to say gyms are probably under control now. There we go. Now that this train station is getting all those out of the way. Where are those coming from? I mean, it's got to be coming from this, right? No, those are the other color. Oh, is this coming from... Are those the ones that these make? Yeah, okay. Reasonable. So things that we have extra of is nickel. Over here, we have probably too much nickel. But we're missing sulfuric acid, so maybe we should focus on sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid will need water. We'll need empty barrels. These guys keep it up, but just barely. Oh, I might actually need those. Don't need that right now. Don't need I don't need a chemical furnace. I don't have anything bringing me express exerters. Kind of a bummer. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. I keep making these even though I don't need them. I don't need 6 walls. I just need 50 of those exactly, probably just 50 of those exactly. Alright, everything else looks okay, right? Let's grab a few more landfill. Grab me all the landfill. Alright, so currently the way we are cleaning our coke is right here. So we have a little bit of crushed that goes into this guy. And then that goes into... Whoa, this is totally full. Why aren't you're not running because you can't get rid of the sulfuric wastewater? Oh, you guys are... So who... And you can't get enough oxygen? Alright, before we get carried away... I'd actually need that. Do we have bigger electrolyzers down here? I'm not seeing one. Nope, that's a hydro plant. Stop. Electrolyzer 1, 2. I feel like we have a lot of this. Oh, we don't have brass pipes. Quickly make me a little bit of brass pipe. We need some there you go. Where'd it go? That's the question. Let's take that other one and upgrade it. I know we have some stuff we can do with this hydrogen gas. I just don't know what it is right off the top of my head. Alright, so now these guys should be running non-stop. And our Mark II is the best chemical plants we can make? It feels wrong to me. Yeah, it is. Alright, well let's kick those up. And then do we need to beacon them too? Probably. Like, this is just a place we can't... nice. Go check that out in a minute. This is just a place that we can't have them dawdling. I need them going max power. If anything, I need this to be slow enough that I have to put in a bigger thing. Yeah, that's totes fine. Alright. I mean, to be fair, we have this down here. But that's just taking the gas and turning it into acid. This literally makes the gas, right? Yeah. So we may have to step up our sulfur stuff too. Alright. So with that underway, does this fix our sulfuric acid problem? Sulfuric acid comes in, comes down. Oh, that's the gas. Sulfuric acid. You know, I took a look at the free-to-play model of HOTS. Kind of tempted to start playing, but it sucks being so far behind on a server infested by Asians. Are you playing on the NA server? I play on the Americas server. That's just the server I happen to play on. But really, it doesn't matter too much when you decide to join. It's all about your skill level more than any other game. So as much effort and practice you feel like putting into it. Oh no, that is sulfuric acid. Okay. Is how much you're gonna get there. Alright, so this is actually making the sulfuric acid. This, I don't think these are necessary anymore. I mean, it coming to here is... It's all about the low-hanging fruits, man. That's what I do. I make the easy jokes. Alright. So now these guys are just purely pooping, turn that stuff into oxygen. So if anything, this might have to get doubled up. Alright, so let's put... How's this? Are we gaining oxygen yet? We are. We're gaining oxygen. This I kind of want, like, there. Go back in there. Okay, so this. Alright, so all this goes in here. Let's pile you back in. Let's get you an overflow valve. And you're going to overflow valve into that flare stack. Wherever it went. I'll just leave it laying on the ground. Yep, I did. Alright. Awesome. Also, we have another pump. Let's turn that into a Mark III. So where that is. Alright, so there we go. Now we have a better idea of how much hydrogen gas we have. I know I say this every time, but isn't there a hydrogen gas recipe to solid fuel? Turn it into hydrazine. Hydrazine is a blue. Okay, that comes from ammonia, right? It's this guy. Oh, so many steps to get to that. There's literally nothing else I can do with it. Like, I feel like we make a ton of hydrogen. I want to do something with the hydrogen. Can I, like, grow some sort of algae with hydrogen? Can I... You should be able to do something. It's a highly flammable gas. Here we go. We take aluminum ingots, silicone pebbles, and turn it into saline gas. Which saline gas is just another way to make silicone ingots. Woo! But it lets us convert it, at least, and burn it. No, this has a waste product of saline gas. So what does that do? Am I just going to trade another gas? Silicone. All right. Let's go look at the propane. Alright, you know what? I want to do something simple. So let's go do something simple. Let's... glass and stone. Do I even have... I'm sure I have glass down here somewhere. Glass is important. I literally don't see any glass. Don't we need glass for the fiberglass thing? Or maybe not. Whee! Nosebleed. Nope. Nope. We just make it locally. Alright, so if you're making me greenhouses, I need iron plates, glass, down one. Alright, need some stone. Well, ironically, I feel like we have plenty of stone. How much stone is in this box? Hundreds and hundreds of millions? Or almost none? Wow, that's a long ways away. Almost none. Alright, well let's... Wow, you're almost done too. Don't touch me! Can't touch me! I need to go 2. Probably just should set this up to make some somewhere. Let's set it up right here on the... to be made. Grab a shite ton. Alright. Make me a bunch. I mean a bunch. And then you'll grab from like here and put down from like there, right? Perfect. Oh yes, we're gonna go insane. We're gonna go. Okay, so how did... Let's see. We figured out that we can go cellulose fiber. So 1 wood becomes 4 cellulose fiber, 4 cellulose fiber. So we need 5 wood. 5 wood becomes a bunch of methanol. And that process takes 30 seconds in a... Okay. So we're going to need a bunch of either liquefiers or chemical plants or Bob's chemical plants. If I remember correctly, we decided Bob's chemical plants are better than Angel's. If the recipe allows it. Which apparently I can't find. Do we disable Bob's? They're in here. Yeah, we can't make those. We can make these. We have a bunch of brass pipe and brass gear wheels. We probably should set these... a couple of these things up. Is this brass? No, it's gold. This is brass. Alright. Right here will work. We're also going to need... Probably don't need to go that deep. We can probably just go this deep. We have 4s. What assembly machines are we making? So we're making 2s. Oh, here's some... Alright, so we are making these. We're not making reds. Alright, so... that is fine. If you have a bunch of blues that we don't need. Who takes blues? You eat blues? There you go. How are my extra blues? So we have blues and reds and... while we're over here, out of these, and I'm out of these. Oh yes, Bob's. We're looking for these. We need titanium. We need brass pipes. So let's stop what we're doing. Make a shit ton of brass pipes real quick. Go. Alright, what else do we need? Alright, brass pipes. We need titanium pipes, which we can just go walk up and go get. They're up here. That's nice. It's nice to see that stuff being used up. Alright, we are making some brass gears, but that's okay. I just want to check on this. Alright, yeah, we still have a nice backlog. Get this going while we're manufacturing things. I'm surprised Factorio isn't mentioned in my about section. You know, I haven't really updated my about section in a while. I probably should. It has become one of my obsessions, that's for sure. Should put that on my other to-do list, huh? I have no substations? Really? Okay. I'm not gonna. Well, we are gonna worry about them. We're gonna worry about this patch though. All right. Not tiresome anymore. No! That'll work though. Okay. Alrighty. Whew. So that should get those remining out pretty quickly. What are you bringing me? Sweet. So all that should be good. We're going to need a logistics train stop because all this will be self-contained. Let's go grab some saplings. How many saplings do you think we need to get started? Probably not a ton. Looks like I have none. Get like, let's get a stack. Also, there you go. You move 1 billion miles an hour now. Perfect. Alrighty, so we have 200 saplings. We have a few starting greenhouses. We need substations. As to which I can see none. I was building substations like right here. Okay, substations. Insulated wire. Done. Tinned copper wire. Done. So what are you missing? Alright, feels good. Anything else that we need that we can think of? That is not science. That was not my intention to grab that science. Okay, and this huge pile of, oh my goodness. Alright, sure. I do not want to be here though when I tell this to disassemble. Okay. So are we missing anything else? I don't think so. We just need a place to put it. I'm thinking we're going to do this section right here. Is that reasonable? Because we have to use... Well, we don't have an outstation here. This is an outstation. Put it here. This is also an outstation, but I don't want to fill it up. So we could do it here. How much room do you have? You're pretty crowded. We could do it here. They're just gonna complain to me the whole time I'm over there, though. I hate that. Alright. Whee! Can't take me alive, train. Oh, you know, I guess we're not that far away. Let's go clean this up too real fast. Just so it'll stop complaining at me. Run, Samus, run! That's right. Alright, now it'll stop complaining. Now I'll complain about a whole new thing. No station providing... Okay. Or empty barrels. means this thing is currently doesn't have enough empty barrels to get going, which is good. So here's the trick I figured out. If you set a value in here to start with, and it should add them together. So the reason why it's complaining is because we're requesting 500 barrels. But the minimum delivery size for this is 3,000. So if you want them to come get barrels, but you don't want to change your delivery size to, say, whatever your minimum request is, you just fudge it by adding in that number. Works really nicely. Okay, this needs mined. It's stuck somewhere. This needs deforested. So let's start with that. Let's deforest a cute little... This is a 3x3 square. Alright. Let our robots work for a second. So let's look at this design. Here. So I don't hate this at all. In fact, this guy has been keeping up with our wood needs for quite a while. And basically all it does is we have one machine here that spits out the seeds and a nice little belt that runs around and puts it out. So I think we're going to copy that. Take this one out, and we're going to take these out, and this may have to be even bigger, but we'll see, and we'll see how that adapts to this life, basically. So we're going to go 1, 2. What are we complaining about? Oh, we don't have any place for me to put stuff. Alright. Let's put all those in there. I'll put any extra wood in there. What on earth is that? What? The greenhouse stuff? You have wood is super important to Bob's, and you can't. There's not enough wood that you can just keep going. So they have what they call greenhouses. Yeah. So you basically make these little greenhouses. Let's take that out and let's grab these power poles, and let's take all of those power poles out. And then I kind of want to take out all of these inserters too, but I think they'll be okay. It's awful full over here too. Alright, so a couple of changes. This one factory should more than keep up with all of that. So we'll just continue to let it do its thing. missing 22. We'll see. We'll see what it's still missing as we truck through this. Alright, it says we're missing a bunch of yellow belts, which is true. In fact, we can probably just take and pick up all the yellow belts because we're not going to use yellow belts. What else do we not need? They're using wooden chests, which is fine. We can make wooden chests. Alright, so the way, maybe we just need a whole new design for this. Alright, let's take all this back out. Let's think about it. Because I want to get a bunch in here. Like, if I can cram it down to... Why is that pole missing? Alright. So now we have our 3x3. Alright. Let's go grab our... the way we're currently kind of doing things. Let's grab a much smaller scale. So what we're currently doing... Whoop. I didn't confirm it. Because I'm dim. Alright, so on a small scale, this is how it looks. Let's start. Okay. So on a small scale, this is what we have. We have... Where are these inserters? Are they just missing? Nice. Alright, so the way these are working is that we always put saplings on the inside line. Not unlike this. Again, mostly just for looks here. And then we put all the waste product on this side. And that waste product is going to be raw wood every time now, is that correct? It no longer makes saplings. Doesn't look like it. That looks good, actually. And then what we've been doing is we've been filtering. First of all, we catch some wood here, which I don't think we need to do anymore. I think it'll just be fine. And then this grabs all the wood and puts it in a box. Parts of this I really like. Part of it I think is completely unnecessary. That pole, however, was not one of those things that was unnecessary. Where'd that blade pole go? Get back there. Alright. So, assuming that we continue along this line, there is absolutely zero reason for this to be anything faster than yellow inserters. So let's make a zillion yellow inserters. How many can we make actually? Can we make more than that? No, we're out of iron gears. Okay. So if we, like I said, we copy that, we get rid of these yellow poles, and we would replace them with one of these guys right in the middle. That kind of interferes with things, doesn't it? So what I'm thinking is, what if instead of doing two lines like this, what if I instead do one line and we have an inside and an outside? So instead of this and it exiting like this, right, what if we just go in, and then we adjust this guy to be like long arm inserters. Like that. And then we have a belt, what, here? And then we can repeat that. I think we end up with the exact same kind of problem. Yeah, I don't think that helps. I think we end up in the same situation. And these guys are probably all goobered. No, they're not. They're fine. Alright, so let's play this game. How much of this can I fit in? I mean, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to figure out if there's a way that I can get more than 2 rows of this in one of these squares. And I don't think the answer is I can. I think the answer is a definite you cannot. Alright, good. They're all coming to me. I have all the construction bots. I don't know what I was worried about. So if that's the case, then I'm not going to worry about trying to cram it in. I'm just going to make it spaced like so, right? I could if I was using Factorissimo. You're correct. If I was using Factorissimo, I wouldn't have to do all this train stuff, would I? I just put down like 6 little factories, like one here, 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 and everything would be fine. I would not have to worry about anything. Alright, so let's strip out some stuff. This isn't lined up.
centered. You still have to train on all your materials. Or do we? Alright. So now the question becomes, how do we power all of this? Like if I put a big substation at the top, and then a big substation at the bottom, we're overlapping a lot more than we need. But little ones don't quite cover it. Again, if I wanted to be super efficient, I would make my design around this. Oh, good. Alright, good. Because this belt should be full. So we're going to use 1/2 for an exit and 1/2 for a entry. And I want to make sure there's room. So the question is, do I just close it up like this? Yeah, I'm not using blue belts for this. These have a crafting speed as slow as balls. 60 seconds. In fact, it doesn't probably even need the other one. So if we look at our other model again for a second. I said I want to make sure there's always a full line of saplings on the inside line. I want to make sure there's always room for the top line to unload. The other thing is we could try beaconing the hell out of this, right? I don't want to do that. Also, there's an improved recipe for wood. Or I guess it's raw wood. Using fertilizer, which takes... You'll get twice as much wood, and it'll take 15 seconds off, but you have to make fertilizer, and fertilizer involves ammonia, and I don't feel like dealing with it, so I'm not gonna. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I just don't think I like the way it looks at all. Also, I'm planning on going at least into this square and possibly scooting the whole thing down and going this way too. In fact, I may flip it around and put it here. I'm just trying to figure out how I can build it into the square, into the grid. Yeah, I think we're gonna flip it around and make this end the processing end, and then these guys will go this way. Oops. And then starting in these squares, we'll convert it into cellulose and whatnot. Alright, that's all. Everything in here that's wood is gone, right? From there to there, perfect. I guess we'll get rid of everything that's wood from there to there, too. I would make it a little longer. That's what she said. Boom. Alright, so let's have these guys get rid of this. And we'll get rid of these trees. This does put an arbitrary length on it, though, from here to there, or here to here. But I think we'll be okay. Poof, ha ha ha. Mini bots, get the job done still. Poof. I want regular robots to do that, though. Is there construction robots over here? Oh, there's one. Ha 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 ha, yes. That's funny. Alright. Funny to me, anyway. Also, this power is all going to have to get picked up and moved at some point. I'm just not sure where I want to put it. Well, we must be using a ton of copper. Alright, so if we take this... Again, I don't know if I like it or not, but we'll see. Go get 'em, boys. Go get 'em. Also, we don't have any lights in this, but we'll get that fixed at some point. We be going big. I hope. Hope this gets the job done. We're gonna be light on yellow arms again. So let's go down here and tell you to make gears. What's the ratio of iron? 1 and 1. Okay. That should work out nicely then. I think we're still going to end up being short. Yellow. Let's get these out of my backpack yet. And if we need to, we can double it. Like I said, we can just pull this one up and move it. Oh, we're out of iron pipes. That was something I wasn't kind of counting on. How's belts? We're out of belts too. Or close to out of belts. So ballpark me what we're missing. bunch of stuff, actually. So we'll go down here. Looks like we're going to need like several hundred more arms, a lot more belt, a bunch of pipe. Way more pipe than I was expecting to be missing. But it looks like we have all of our... So lay that down. What's a little better, little buddy? You tired? Too tired? Here you go. It's bitter. Alright, so let's get an idea how long that is. That is 160 greenhouses, 320 arms. How many? 250 pipes. We're gonna need a little bit more pipe. And a lot more. Actually, while we're running this way. And this is just going to be for plastic. 100% plastic. So let's see. Look at this again. So we're going to turn all of that into cellulose. And all of that into methanol gas. And the methanol we will turn into plastic. Is the plan. So we're running here. They're going to catch us. Not a problem. Let's see. We're going to need a shit ton of this. We're going to need 2 shit tons of that. They'll come get that eventually. Why do we have... But I have 6 advanced chemical plants. Chemical plants, advanced chemical plants. Turn those into one thing. We have a gas refinery and we have advanced gas refineries. Steam cracker. Gas refinery. Steam. Gas refinery, advanced gas refinery. What the shit is an advanced gas refinery? Whatever, we're not screwing with either of those. We're currently not making any of this. We might need that. We're not making these. Okay. Let's grab a couple more of these. Pipe. Should be down here, I thought. Up here. Give me all of that. And... Are you auto-tracing these? Oh, you assholes. No wonder I was like, man, they made a lot of those really quickly. You took them all. They're mine. Oh, shit. Almost. It's lunchtime, right? Pretty close. We're going to get that making plants, and then we'll... Are making wood, and then we'll take a lunch break. When we come back from lunch, we'll get that working. But I've got to get something to eat. I'm getting lightheaded and dizzy. Was that all we're missing? Arms and belts and... Arms and belts, oh my. Pipes. Go, go, robots, go, go. at some point this may have to turn into blue belts. Let's see. How are we currently designed? I can't power more robots than that right now. No! I took off my armor. No, robots, don't leave me. I totally clicked the wrong button. 2 roboports is all I can afford right now. Oh, come back. These are mine. Oh, jeez. Alright. It does make a pretty pattern, though. Did we get it? Are we good? We got everything picked up? Alright, looks good. Okay, so the way we're currently going, this is an input. Probably over here somewhere. Oh, thanks. Thanks for returning that. So I like patterns. I'm trying to figure out how to make this go the way I want. Alright, if we make this the outline instead of the... Alright. Okay, so we're going to flip this one around. Oops. Alright, so these are the ends. In here. Not quite, but very close. Alright, and separately. Let's see. What if I go right here? I need power on. Trying to figure out if there's a way that I can get okay, I know what we do. We don't even bother with that being... Where's these slow ones? There we go. That just has... Yeah, this'll work. Okay. So this is going to be wood, raw wood. And then this will go right here. So any saplings that come back, they're going to start on the bottom and end up on the top. Right? No, they'll still stay on the bottom. Alright, bottom, bottom, bottom. Yeah, no, they'll end up on the top. Okay, this is what I want. So any saplings no, forget it. I'll just make just do this instead. This will just be easier. I was trying to do this all clever, but instead I'm just going to use a warehouse. So everything will just come in. Everything will just come in. This will release. See, I need saplings on the bottoms of both. Sap. Neither of those are saplings. What are they called? Are they called trees? No. There's some in my backpack. Stop. Let go. Stupid search function. What do you call them? Seedling. Alright, so we have seedlings. Alright, come out. You are going to I think just where's this wood? Give me this wood now. Prime the pump, as it were. Well, I don't like that they're... Yeah, well... I understand why they did it. I don't necessarily like it either. Okay. I didn't want to have to power it, but I think I'm just going to power it anyway. Alright, so you're going to make seedlings. And we're just going to wire this up to make sure it stays at like 100 seedlings. Alright, so we're going to do funky stuff. We're going to pick up here, drop off here with this guy. And this guy. And we'll just take and put a little substation here. And then we'll wire this up to make sure that you have like seedlings. I guess we'll make it more than that. Less than, let's call it 1,000. Alright, and then this so what I want to do is really dumb. need water, don't we? How do we want to get water over here? It's not that far. I guess I could pipe it. We can't use anything else along this top line, so I guess it can go through here. And then I want to put a reserve tank up here of... Let's see. I have an easy way of getting... I'm probably the only guy that has that rule, huh? Do I have one of these water pumps? There's a mod I've been thinking about installing where you just basically you make a special pump and it pumps it out of the water out of the ground. Oh, it's called an aquifer pump. There's a lot of times where something like that would be really sweet. Alright, so why aren't... Okay, they are working. So what's the problem? The problem is... It's taking time for water to work its way down. Is this going to shut off? This might be where we need our blue belt. If these saplings don't make it all the way around. Oh, nope, this is wrong. Alright, so these saplings have to be on the top. Not the bottom. There we go. Okay. That's better. These saplings should all get eaten by the machine, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. That's the other reason why we didn't use one belt, is because I didn't want to have to make every one of these be fancy little inserters. There we go. It looks like about halfway the belt is full. This is why this is your argument for blue belt right here. Is that halfway through we become so condensed it can't fit anyway. Looks like this does not go in is the problem down here. Yeah. In. So we'll let this backlog get cleaned up, and then we'll see if we need to if we need to upgrade to blue belt, where we need to upgrade to blue belt to. Because honestly, now that we have a pattern, Like, I don't mind making this, like, 12 tall or whatever. As soon as we have it completely ironed out. This is definitely filling the water reservoirs excellently. Yeah. So saplings are not quite making it all the way around compressed. But we should be getting close. Yeah, you might be right. That might be the best way to deal with it. And then have like a blue belt of wood going that way. I see, like, now the saplings are solid. And what we're going to get is we're going to get these bursts of wood. So I need this thing to run for another couple of minutes and just watch it. I say it's going to burst and then not be able to place, and then the next one should just like kind of trickle through. The problem is whether or not these are ready to burst twice. Because what I might just do is just copy this, essentially. Something along these, obviously not exactly, but this same principle, like you said down here. But looks like for the most part it's constant. This has got a lot of wood. Yeah, I don't think all the second line's gonna run. I think you're probably right, Technical. So let's see what that would look like if we use just like one of these. And then we had a smaller sapling. Seedling. Alright, so everybody's working. We do have some yellows, and that's probably because they're still just full. They're working through the backlog. Doesn't look like we need to worry too much about looks like we're gonna get through the backlog. It looks like yellow belt is, or red belt is good enough, and it looks like essentially a blue belt or 2 yellow or 2 reds are good enough for this part as well. We have a compressed red coming in, but not a compressed, and it's not totally compressed. This seems okay. The question becomes, do I need to put a reserve on this wood and make saplings down here too? That's the real question. Or seedlings. So I imagine this is just going to disappear when we start turning it into plastic. Like, I imagine it's going to go real quick. So if this is wood, and this will probably need to be faster. Let's see. So if we begin processing, do we want to do it in this square? I think we just do it right here. Okay, so we need these, and these guys are going to start turning wood into cellulose fiber, right? Cellulose fiber into methanol. And that takes 1 wood to make 4 fiber. So if we grab in like that, it's gonna make 4 out. So I mean, this will probably need to be faster. Alright, so 4, what's the time on it? It's going to take 2 seconds. And these are going to be moving at a speed of 2, so essentially it's going to take half a second. And we have, was it 24 on a red belt? So 24 a second would be 24 machines, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Alright, let's... I don't think my math is anywhere near correct. Alright, let's just hook up a little power. Basically arbitrarily right now. I have a feeling we're going to need more of these, but I want to see how well it runs. If it's running at full tilt. Yeah, this is overwhelming, this belt. We have purple belts, but we don't have that Nailino stuff. So right now, realistically, this is our size. And it's not because of the input, it's because of the output. So let's just cut this. We'll cut that, we'll let that work. I have to think for a second. I think this means that we have to do something a lot more creative here. Alright, pick all this up and throw... I love being faster than the bots. Alright. You are wood. Alright. I don't think that's going to be the final location. This is where that is, right? Okay, let's push you down one. Cellulose is in here. Actually, I need to put Remington to work on the stuff. Alright. Now we'll do some bob inserter stuff. Just pick up, put down like normal. Except I need... I'll just do this. Alright, near side, regular side, blue belt. Kind of thinking over here, actually. Alright, are we overwhelming? Alright, perfect. Let's take this. And this is not overwhelming this red belt either. So we might even have to make another one. Because essentially what we're going to do is we're going to just take it and rip that stuff right the hell out into what? Yeah. I'm just gonna rip that stuff right into methanol. And that says, let's just get a rough idea. Yeah, I think that's going to go super quick. Pick these back up. But we'll deal with that when we come back after lunch. So we'll let this pile up for a minute. We'll see how all this works. I think it's going to work quite nicely. This has got 26,000 in it. So we'll provide wood to the network in case we need it. We'll provide this stuff to the network in case we need it. And then we'll... we need to make a decision. Do we provide methanol to the network? Do we provide just straight up plastic to the network? Let's see. Plastic. So we can just take... we can take the methanol. Right? Methanol turns into propane. Where's the propane? To methanol. Here, let's just do this. Okay. So here's our methanol. Methanol comes in and gets cracked into propane with steam. So we could make propane right here. Or we can bottle it and ship it over, or we could build a train station for liquids that comes down here somewhere. It should probably still be bottled. So I'm not really sure how I would handle a train station for liquids. But you could pull it down right here and over, or off of this and over. Probably off of this and over. I don't know. I have to think about it. If you guys have any suggestions for how to proceed from there, yell at me. Obviously, the easiest thing to do, short term, would be to just move the solids, which in this case is the cellulose fiber, and just drop it off here. But I think long term that's going to be inefficient. Because I kind of want to just keep putting in finished or as finished as we can get down here. So like if I was going to move the solids, I'd want to just move the plastic in. I don't know. I'll think about it. Alright guys, thanks for hanging. And again, if you have suggestions, throw them in the chat. I will catch up to you when I get back. We'll be back probably in, let's see, it's noon. So probably in about an hour. That'll give me time to cook and eat and take a second to clear my mind of whimsy. And when we come back, we'll see if we can't figure out how to get this plastic, or this, how we're going to figure out this plastic situation that we're in the middle of. Yeah, somehow. Alright guys, back in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Peace.